Hello everyone, it's Exalted here, and today I am showing off version 0.2 of the particle simulation. It's the game / simulation I am showcased a week ago and have been making for about 2-ish weeks. There are 2 major updates and 2 small UI tweaks that I've made. The major updates are the particle editor and particle box wrapping. For the small UI changes, it's just the text has been moved to the bottom and the powers button has been moved or relocated. A few things I should get into first. The performance has taken a decrease. I don't know how much, but sometimes it can be big, sometimes it will be small. It all depends on what you're using and how many particles are used. I hope to convert in the next version, 0.3, the particles to a shader or a graphics compute shader, which will increase the performance a lot and also allow you to spawn way more particles. Also, second, the simulation will be available on itch.io for free, and it will be linked in the description. You can download it whenever you please. Third, if you do choose so and want to see more of my content, please subscribe to my channel and like this video and possibly comment. It would help a lot, and comments would also help me change, add features, and make the game better. Now let's get into what I have to showcase. The first thing I have to show is, well, the particle editor. The particle editor allows you to have your own particles in the game. And I've completely modified or changed how particles interact with each other and how their attraction is generated. The attraction is now generated by an equation now, where before it was just done by what color likes what color and what color hates other colors. So now let me explain what's on your screen. On the far right, this list over here shows each particle and their bases. Each particle is split into 3 bases, A, B, and C, which all have a range between 1 and 51. So as we can see here, we have 4 particles in the simulation that will spawn. And I can prove this by hitting the spawn button and closing the menu, and these are the particles. So let's say you want to change particle and you want to change particle number 1. You go to the select particle and click number 1, and you have your bases here, and red changes your A, green changes your B and C, or blue changes your C, which also changes the color of the particle. If you want to know how this works, multiply A, B, and C by 5 and you'll get your RGB values. That's why these sliders are also in red, green, and blue, because these get turned into your RGB values, which creates the particle color. So this value right here is 255 by 5, and then this value would just be 255, 255, 255, and this would just be 555, which is also black. So let's say I want to change number 1 again. I can go to 2 and then 1 and get its same value, but what value is back? And I want to change the A base to like 30. So I move the slider up to 30 and then hit save particle, and now we have A30, B41, and C10 in our number 1. And that will also be spawned into our system now, and the original particle is gone. So now if you want to add more particles, you can hit the add new particle button, and you can hit this until you reach 11 particles, which is the max. And then you can remove as many particles you want until you just have 1, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You now have just 1 particle in the simulation. So with this system, you can change all these things and see how they now interact with each other, and it can cause some cool interactions, and it can either be very chaotic or very plain, and I will showcase that to you right now. I have gotten the 4 original particles back by just resetting the game or quitting it and then reopening it. It doesn't take too long, but sadly that is the way it has to be. So I can show the interactions just by hitting spawn, closing the menu, and we can see how each particle interacts now with a system of bases. The next update, which I can try to showcase here, is the particle box wrapping. So all the particles are stored in this box, as we can see that is on our screen, which is defined by the width and height that we set in our menu. Particles originally in the first version, once they got to the edge of this box, would just be teleported to the other side. Now in this version, if they get close to the edge, they will create a fake version of themselves on the other side. And so this creates a illusion of an infinitely continuous box that still has its width and height set to it. So it doesn't break up particles, so our cells will not just randomly just break into half when they cross the line like they did in the first version, and they'll stay more together. There is a few problems that I'm trying to figure out and tweak, and that will come in the third version, one with the computer shaders. But so far, this version works well, and it's nice, and you have your cells grouping, and you have your editor, and I just wanted to try it out and see how everyone likes it. I hope that you find this update interesting and will install it and try it out and give me feedback in the comments. I hope if you want more, if you like this content, please subscribe and have a good day. Bye bye.